while we're waiting on all the crowds to pile in through the door, um,
Yep.
we might as well get this going and welcome everyone to one of the first cosmic webinars, I guess, ever. So I think we've done
Yep.
one of these before for a feature release, but this one is a special one. It's the first one with my colleague Stefan. So let's go ahead and just introduce ourselves. So I'm Tony. I'm the CEO at Cosmic, and this is Stefan Kudla. He's the education and developer experience lead at Cosmic. So welcome, Stefan. How are you doing?
Hey, Tony. It's great to be here. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about this. This is, one of our more multimedia efforts here. We've been doing build time for quite some time, doing, our video content for showing everyone what we're working on at Cosmic. So I'm excited to go live, and we'll have this recorded for everyone afterwards. And hopefully we get some good QA going. I know that you've got some questions you want to kind of go over regarding the new dashboard as well as migration from the V1 dashboard into the new Cosmic dashboard. So we'll go over that stuff. And to kind of kick things off, I'd like to just kind of go over some of the new things that we shipped recently. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. All right. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Excellent. Yep.
Okay, so I think a good place to get started here is to make everyone aware of some of the changes that happened in the last couple of weeks. So we spent some time really improving the dashboard navigation. So now when you go into your dashboard in the new Cosmic V2 dashboard at app.cosmicjs.com, I'll kind of show you how to get into here first. So when you go to the Cosmic website, cosmicjs.com, heading over into login, go ahead and log in via Google, GitHub, or email and password. If you are kind of still stuck in V1 land, we do have this helpful link down here to help you get back into your old dashboard to begin the migration process. So getting into the new dashboard, you'll notice if it's been maybe a week or so since you've been in the new dashboard, you'll see like we've got this new layout. We're really happy with this new layout. It creates a lot of kind of good information hierarchy. So going into your projects, you'll see that this is the project view hasn't changed. But then once you get into the project, you'll notice you've got this sidebar navigation now to organize kind of your high level projects. So if you do have some workspaces set up, you can have them accessed here, and then you'll notice that you'll have this kind of project level ability to edit any project information. You can add or remove buckets, and then going into the project, it'll redirect you right into your top level bucket. So instead of having to click around, it's a really nice streamlined experience. So as you can see, this is our website bucket. So this is exactly what we use to manage content within Cosmic. So if you go into the home page, you'll notice that we've got the homepage content is directly feeding from this Cosmic object. Build, collaborate, deliver. You'll see that we've got these all of our content coming through from this object here, and we've got these new placement for these helpful tools to kind of get you started with using your content, right? So you have developer tools, you have revisions, you can invite team members into your bucket, in your project directly from this view as well. And then you have your settings. So I'll just kind of go through these, make it clear exactly what these are. So if you want to integrate this content within your project or in your code base, we've got these helpful tools to get that set up for you. So if you're using the REST API, you can simply connect just click out into a new tab and you can see exactly how the data is modeled. You can also limit the depth of the API response. You can select the props. Props are really good for just streamlining the data response. So if, let's say, you don't necessarily need the metadata for this, you just want the slug in the title, that's exactly what you'll get. Using the metadata, you can kind of filter down by different sub-properties there. Also, we've got simple Node.js integration here. So if you want to use the JavaScript SDK, that's easy to find as well for you to npm install the Cosmic JavaScript SDK. And then as well as curl. Hopefully my mouse won't die on me here. And then you have, so simple curl as well as a easy access link to the documentation. So really the goal for this reorganization was to get you from content creation into your developer tools as frictionless as possible. I think we've done a great job of that, where you get into your project within 1 to 2 clicks. You can get right into exactly how you want to implement your content, as well as getting into accessing where you left off on your content creation process. So great for developers, great for your content creators on your team. Preview links have always been available, so that's easy access there as well. We've also removed some of these links that were in this area, so a lot more streamlined as far as this this panel. And kind of just moved some of those elements up to this kind of sticky nav here, as well as a kind of an easy access breadcrumb, which I think makes getting back to your object table view a lot easier as well. So that's kind of the bucket view. You'll notice that you also have access to your smart views, your folders for like kind of easier consolidation of your content. I think for a lot of our customers, there's a lot of object types, and it makes for a pretty long list. As you can see, we are using a lot of object types, and so sometimes it's easier just to collapse that and then just kind of see, where you want to go and organize it accordingly. So, like if you're looking for a single page, you want to edit some of the content on a singleton object. That's a good way to organize as well. Some dynamic pages if you're looking to update a blog post. That's a good way to kind of access it. If you're doing sort of like maybe more component-based data modeling, that might be an option as well to kind of break it up into, molecules is what we've titled it here, as well as, atoms, and then just sort of general items to edit across your project. We've got this like Cosmic General that we use to kind of store logo and like contact information. So that's kind of a glimpse as far as like, how we're using Cosmic internally. We definitely dog food our own product. We love it. We make it as good as we could possibly make it for our own purposes, as well as our customers. And so, yeah, that's kind of a peek at how we're using Cosmic to model content and how to organize it. So we think with these navigation updates, things are definitely more organized, easier to find within your bucket. Media is really just another click away as well. We've got a couple of new extensions. We made an announcement about these new, the Algolia extension that's now available, as well as a WordPress importer to kind of test importing. If you're migrating from WordPress, you can check this out to see about migrating over into Cosmic. Settings tab is self-explanatory. You can clone your bucket with a click, as well as getting your API access keys. And oh, look at that. We made sure not to show you exactly what those keys are. They're blurred out. So we won't be showing those to you today, but you can go ahead and check this out. I think this is a great feature as well. Moving the API keys to this top level really makes it handy to grab those keys so you can start building quickly. Team section is now over here as well, so you can see all of the beautiful Cosmic team members available to be involved in the project and doing the content management. Billing, usage, so all of these are now easy access here in this side nav. All right, so now you may notice something else here. there's a new feature that we just shipped today, which we are excited to announce, and it is favorites. So what is favorites? Well, go into any project and you'll see this new favorites area in the sidebar with this plus icon. So what we can do here is, instead of clicking into this plus and adding this manually, I'll go ahead and go into one of these pages, and you'll see that there's this new star icon, and you can pin this to your sidebar. So I'll go ahead and pin that. So now I have the React CMS object. It's nice to have it indicated as object, but I'll go ahead and remove that just so it says React CMS. And let's say I want to share this to the whole team. So I'll go ahead and click whole team, and you'll see it just populates, it just pre-populates this URL here. And I click save. And now I have this easy access favorite. So anywhere I go in my project, if I'm maybe deep into another piece of content and I wanted to go back to the React CMS page, instead of clicking a couple, maybe 3 or 4 times to get back to this page, it's easy access right there. So I can just jump right back in. So nice little optimization feature for just streamlining your workflows. And, it's super easy to remove it. A great feature for quick access to dashboard links as well as external links. So if I wanted to maybe link to the production website, that could be something that's a common use case, is to link to your production website as well as staging or maybe any sort of preview links. You can set the emoji. So nice rocket emoji there. Want the whole team to see the production website in all its glory. And now we have it there. So anytime a team member comes in, they can go into the project. They go right in and they say, oh, I want to see the website. However, I don't know if I set this to open a new tab, but let's go ahead and make sure it opens in a new tab so we don't lose our spot in the dashboard. And then I click, and there you go. So that's the new favorites feature. Hold for applause.
I see it here on my end. That's the great part about it. Very collaborative.
Oh, you see it on your end now. Awesome. So that's the beauty of these favorites, is that we can have them shareable as well as kind of make it, if it's something that you're working on specifically, maybe you can set it to only visible to you. So with that being said and that being released, I wanted to show everyone this new changelog feature as well. So now we have the latest updates on the new dashboard. You'll see we've got the new dashboard layout that you can review, as well as the changelog and feedback integration, which I'm showing you here. And then this new extensions, I just showed you the Algolia as well as the WordPress extension, but it looks like we're missing one. So let's go into this editor here. So we've integrated Canny. We're pleased with it, and so we hope that you enjoy getting these updates. And I'll go ahead and publish this now, and you'll have this now for everyone who's on their dashboard. You'll see a little red dot as soon as I publish this. So let's go ahead and publish it, and let's go to our dashboard, and let's go into the home page here to see if it actually published. Oh, there we go. There's our red dot. So now we see favorites have been added. So you now have the ability to add favorites to the dashboard. Favorites give you quick access to links, which can link to any page in the dashboard as well as external links. Got a nice little GIF there telling you how to use it and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's now been launched today. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and excited to get some feedback from it. If you guys have any feedback, we've got this new feedback area here, which we're maintaining a public roadmap that will let you guys know about anything we have on our roadmap. The in progress one, obviously, this is now shipped, so we can go ahead and say edit comment. Oh, I'm still kind of figuring this this feature, this Canny system out, but I think I can admin view this and then just say this is now marked as done. Let's see here. In progress. Completed. Let's go.
Nice.
And done. So now we
Super.
can see our roadmap. Let me see what this feedback. Nope, I want change log. Okay, cool. So now I can go to the roadmap and I see that that's been removed. So if you guys have any feedback requests or any bug reports, this is the place to do it. You can see we've added some of our own internal bug reports that we've noticed that we want to improve. And then also there's been just a nice list of features that we want to ship that will improve the overall dashboard experience and give you some good API capabilities as well. So yeah, that's the new Canny integration. Check it out. Give us some feedback. Check back in on the change log and check out our roadmap. And we're excited to share the process with you guys and have you also participate in what we're building for you guys. So any comments on that? Do we all of the YouTube
Yeah.
viewers, are they all
Oh,
here asking
oh
asking
yeah.
questions? Too many questions
Oh yeah.
to pull out? Should we just
Too
maybe we'll
many to
just answer all
handle.
the questions after we post this recorded?
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we'll definitely be getting to the questions, all these wonderful questions afterward here. No, but I think
Perfect.
I want to say on the note of Canyon, we're really stepping into engaging with our user base and listening to everyone and being as transparent as possible with what we're shipping. And yeah, so we encourage everyone who's listening to this or seeing this, go over, and even if you just want to give something a like on Canny, go check it out. And yeah, we're very open to feedback.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the right word for it is transparency. We want to make sure that our customers are well aware of all the awesome features that we're shipping, as well as invite them to participate in on the roadmap. So, all right, I'm going to switch gears
Yeah.
here, and let's go into
Okay.
just a quick overview on migration, because I think that's an important one that I wanted to make sure we cover on this webinar. So I'll go ahead and share my screen again. Let me know that you see it.
Yep. Visible.
All right, cool. All right, so I've gone into the old dashboard and I've created a new project with a bucket that installed one of our templates, and I think this is a good use case to go over, just in case any other customers are having this experience where they're having a little bit of concern around dashboard modeling and making sure that their bucket is compatible with the new dashboard. So let me just close out some of these tabs. Some people are tab maximalists. I like to have a little bit less activity on the tabs. All right, so dashboard V2 compatibility. This feature is available on the old dashboard, so you can go ahead and run the compatibility check just to see if there's any issues with your modeling. I think the main issues that if there's any sort of problems found, it's going to be most likely object type and object modeling discrepancies, meaning that you have a different object type model than you do for some of the objects that are in that type. And that's because in the version 1 dashboard, you could actually create a different model on a single object that strayed from the object type model. So that's been changed for the version 2 dashboard. Now we have strict modeling, meaning that your objects will need to match the object type model exactly. So some of the questions that I'm getting are, what's the best way to kind of mitigate this issue? And so I want to go over just a couple of options for you to think about. I'll just kind of outline them here. Just option 1 is you'll update the modeling within the old dashboard, and then option 2 is just go ahead and export your bucket data and import it into the new dashboard, and then update your modeling in the new dashboard. It really is no risk to you because of the fact that the new dashboard, it's completely isolated from the old, so you won't have any issues. You can kind of make sure to test and run any experiments on your modeling there. So I'll go over the first way of doing this. Actually, I need to get back into this new dashboard. So let me log back in. Okay, so let's run the compatibility check again. So we'll see, okay, in this old dashboard, we have a couple of errors. Missing meta field from object type model. Same thing here. So the way to fix this would be to just look at, okay, so what does it say? Meta field type text is missing the site title with key site title. Okay, so I need to go into my object type and update the model. And we have those two references for exactly what it's looking for. So site title, a text field, making sure that we don't have any spaces. And then another text field for site tag. Okay. Okay, so I save this object type. And then I can go into my global page, the header. And I can see it's actually now it's available. So let's go ahead and import this into Cosmic. Actually, before we do that, let's run the compatibility check again. Since I did update the modeling, it should now say we're good to go. All right, so congrats, no compatibility issues found. So now you can go into bucket settings, import, export. We're actually already there. That message probably needs to be updated. So we can export. Now download the file. All right, so now I've got my export file. I can go into the new dashboard, and we can do, I've already set up this project for the webinar demo. So I might go ahead and let me just go through, let's go ahead and delete this because I want to show you what it looks like from the beginning. So webinar demo, we'll delete that, and we'll create a new project just so I can show you how to get into it from the projects page. So create a project. So instead of doing template, right, we don't need to do that. We have the export file. I've already downloaded it onto my computer. So we'll just start with empty project. We'll call this webinar demo. Call it demo. And then it'll take us to object type modeling. We don't need to do this because we already have the import. So we'll just go into bucket settings and then go to import export. And now I've got this saved in my Chrome download menu here. So I'll go ahead and just import the bucket file. Click import. And we're off. So now this is adding all of our objects from the old dashboard, and it's already imported everything. So now we're good to go. So let's go ahead and check out to make sure that our modeling is intact. So if I go into globals, you'll see I have the site title and site tag. Now I go into globals header. I have my site title and site tag. This looks like it's not quite accurate how I want it to be, so I actually wanted to make this a singleton. You can also do that in the old dashboard if you have maybe singletons that you wanted to set up or any other updates to the object type model. You can do that there as well. So this should now take me over to header. And that's pretty much it. And then everything else, as far as the modeling, it looks like it correctly sent everything over. And so now we're good to go. Okay, so that's migration, doing a little bit of error checking, running the compatibility check, double checking our models. One of the models that I see most often for some of our customers that are experiencing those compatibility issues is parent inside of a parent meta field. So just be aware that we've since made that not possible within the old dashboard to have those nested parents inside of parents, but there may be some older projects that had that modeling. But my recommendation there is to just pull the parent outside of the nested parent, and then save your model that way. You can either do that in the old dashboard or do it in the new dashboard. And then also, I recommend reaching out to us if you do have if you do have a lot of objects that maybe have an old modeling set up that you'd like to make sure that you update it properly and safely. Reach out to us, and we'll be happy to advise you on how to do migration between the old dashboard and the new dashboard. We actually we did that exact same thing with our Cosmic website. So our old website had a lot of old blog posts, and so we created a script that connected to the V2 API, and then also connected to the V3 API. So it pulled data from the old API and dashboard, and then it imported into the new dashboard. So it was a pretty streamlined process, and I think that our new updates to the API and our SDK specifically makes that super easy to do. So I recommend going into this new. You can actually use maybe the old NPM module to connect to the old dashboard, and then use the new SDK to connect to the new API, which is kind of what we did to import all of our old posts. And so to create or update objects, I would recommend going into the documentation and seeing how easy it is to insert or update objects. We've made it really streamlined using this metadata field to update your metadata. So that should be really straightforward, but feel free to reach out to us, either Twitter or on our Slack channel if you have any questions, especially this new feedback area would be great. If you have any questions, we can definitely help with any bugs or any issues you run into here, and then get you over quickly and safely, and make sure that you guys can start using the new dashboard. We love it. We use it internally every day, and we want to make sure you guys can make the most out of it. So I think that's pretty much the half-hour mark. So that was my dismount.
Well done.
For the
well done.
the whole demonstration.
Yeah.
So now we can. I guess we're missing the Q&A portion though. So maybe we'll go a little bit over for Q&A.
Sure, let's do it. Let's do a little Q&A here. Let's see, we'll open it up to, it looks like maybe we have a few people in here. So if anyone does have any questions, ask away. But I'll give you some time. But if not, I definitely have a few questions. And actually, just in relevance to the last topic there, what about with content modeling issues as far as going from V1 to V2? What about the case where in the old dashboard, users were able to do custom meta fields even in multiple object types? Do you see users running into that issue a lot when trying to run the compatibility check? And would they just have to get rid of those custom fields, and would that cause an issue going into the new dashboard?
Yeah, definitely. So so my recommendation for that, let's say that there's an object type, like a single object type with multiple objects, and each one of them has a different object model. My recommendation would be to create a new object type for each one of those objects. That can get pretty large if you've got a lot of objects with different models, but we do have a generous plan for free usage where you can have lots of different object types, and then also if you do have a lot of modeling differentiation, you can upgrade to use the starter plan. But I recommend that if you do have different modeling, it would make the most sense to consolidate it and just figure out a way to extend it. So those are the two different ways of doing this. I would say if you are concerned about having too many object types, I would say the best way is just to consolidate. If you are not concerned about having too many object types, or maybe you don't have that many objects that are having different modeling, then I would say create a new object type, which is a singleton for each one of those objects, and then those can all have their own different models.
Awesome. Okay. just want to point out, Henry said, Cosmic Jazz is my first CMS platform using. It's been a great experience so far. The docs are easy to get started. Well, thank you. Shout out to Henry.
Hey, shout out Henry.
Cosmic was also my first CMS platform, headless CMS platform, and it's always nice to hear. And yeah, we spent a lot of time on our docs to make sure that developers can get going with it easily. And I think it's a great way to learn like headless CMS architecture. So um, yeah, and let's see, let's fire away the questions here. Like I've got some pretty high level questions to go with here, but like what's the biggest challenge when it comes to content modeling? And I'm not saying you just have to, I think I have an idea of this as well, but I want to hear like your opinion, like what's the biggest challenge?
So, in my experience, I think it's really easy to sort of over engineer content, uh, specifically for like uh, web pages. I think we tend to over optimize on like relational content, whereas I think that we under optimize for content creator experience, if that makes sense. So I think the challenge is really just providing the best user experience for your team members, and to do that, I think that Cosmic has provided a really streamlined toolkit for developers to build very complicated and flexible modeling. Um, so, for instance, I think this is an important one. If I can share my screen, I'll show you
Yep.
maybe kind of an experience that we had on our website where I think we kind of had to rethink a bit of our modeling to make for a better user experience. So if we're going into like this homepage, so we've got like this customers area or this testimonial area. I don't quite recall which of these were maybe a little bit more problematic, but I think that let me go into the back end and kind of
I,
see. But I think that
yeah.
what we ran into was, we were thinking maybe on each one of these pages that have these sections, customers and testimonials, like we wanted to be able to uh, update those. But I don't think that's the case. I think the case is more about automation is what we're looking for, and flexibility. So you have to kind of consider like what does a content creator really want to do. So if you're on the homepage, do you want to be able to update like the testimonials there? And as you
Mm,
can see, we've removed it. At first, we had this testimonials area where we're
yeah.
like, we're polling from the testimonials and saying, okay, we want to be able to edit those. But then it gets to a point of, we have more testimonials. We get more Henrys who are saying, I love Cosmic. I want to
Yeah.
use it forever. And then we want to be able to add their, quote and keep their praise there. But it might just be better if instead of having it live within a single object, it's probably going to be better for it to live within its own separate area. And then instead of pulling it into the page to be manually edited, that should probably be automated, right? We should just pull it through and then automate it. And I think this happens to the best of us, where we kind of think, okay, well, it's great to have the control, but it's better to have the automation, right? So like I think that's kind of the trade-off
Yep.
that you think about, is like, well, I can't really control like how this looks on this exact page. I only have like this ability to control how this looks on ordering within the testimonials within this object type. But I think the trade-off there is I don't have to continually manage the testimonials across multiple pages. Like if I go to the another one of these pages, I think includes our testimonials. So rather than updating it
Solutions.
across
Yeah.
like 5 different pages, I just update it in one area and then I'm good to go. So I think that's one case where you have to consider the user experience within the dashboard, and think about like what's the end goal. And so I think that's to to make a long answer longer. I think it all kind of depends on your team. It depends on the use case, but I think you'll find these situations where you maybe over leverage the flexibility when you should just make it really simple and just try to make it something that has these sort of reusable components. I think that's a big theme that we're seeing a lot in the Next.js React ecosystem, which we definitely build a lot of Next and React and JavaScript applications. Our website is built using Next and React, and our templates leverage React. So I think if you can think along the lines of like the component-based architecture and how you can reuse some of these things you're building in Cosmic across your different properties, I think that's where you're going to get the most benefit, and that's where you'll see like you're kind of unlocking a lot of these benefits of reusability and also streamlining the customer the content creator experience. So,
Yeah, no,
what
that's
do
a
you
great
think,
answer. And
Stefan?
I was,
What are your
yeah. Well, my thought was getting locked into content modeling. So really, I think a mistake that we made when we were like modeling our content for our website is not really lining up all the pages together and seeing like what we needed to reuse and what we didn't need to reuse. And I mean, although it was a mistake, it was like a really great lesson for us to learn and improve our process and experience with content modeling. And so, exactly what you're talking about, we did have these testimonials in several parts of the website. So in the dashboard, what we ended up doing is we would use an object reference, but we realized that we didn't even need to do that because why would we need to selectively have different testimonials? So I think that a big part of tackling the content modeling is to just take a step back and see even breaking them down into tiers. Like this is fully dynamic to this page. Then there's a tier of like this content is going to be slightly different on each page, but use the same model potentially. And then this content can just be global, so we don't have to really change it as far as put it in one spot. And I think that's where we really came up with the like base, the atoms, and the molecules structure of our content modeling, and found that you could really fit a lot of stuff in the global like cosmic general, and then have to just update it once. And yeah, so
agree?
definitely great. Yep, definitely great part of dog feeding the product. And yeah,
Yeah, we definitely did a lot of iterations too. Like as we were building out the website using the new dashboard, we definitely had some points of friction, and we smoothed those over to make sure that other customers can have that smooth experience as well. Because our website is a great kind of testimonial to what you can build with Cosmic, because it's very it's content dense, right? There's a
totally.
lot of great content, a lot of really good multimedia stuff that we're using, a lot of images, and kind of consolidating those into like folders, as well as making them findable, and then creating smart views and all these things that we're using internally to make our workflow better. We've baked it into the product, so it's definitely, I think, some of the best products are made with teams that are using their product on a daily basis.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's see. We got time for one more. Let's see. So, I know that we are just slowly making our roadmap public, and of course, we do have some things that I would say aren't necessarily on here, but what's potentially the most exciting thing planned for us, maybe on our roadmap for 2023?
Oh, well, I'm going to defer over to you and have you answer that question. What do you
Oh,
think it is?
oh. Well, we've definitely got some big things planned in the works, and oof, I'm not sure if we should bust out with them just yet before they're on our public roadmap. But let's just say
Oh, we've
we're
got some
definitely
secret ones, yeah.
working. We're definitely working on some stuff that is very developer oriented, and to just streamline the process I don't even our developer tools and making it really easy to integrate Cosmic into your websites and web applications. So we've got something big on the way for our users, definitely.
Well, I don't want to give anything away either, but I'll just say uh, 3 words: room temp superconductor. That's all. That's all you got to know.
Yeah, absolutely. In proper cosmic fashion there. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I would encourage everyone to check out the roadmap and see what you think is the most exciting. And if you don't see the one that you're thinking about, then please add it to our list. That's what makes for a great public offering. Feedback and roadmap is available publicly, so you can go and add what you think would make your workflow better on Cosmic. We want to build the best content management experience for you, and we are definitely making it the best content management system that we've ever used, in my opinion, my humble opinion. I think it's incredible what we've built, and I'd love to get more feedback and make it even better. So, go ahead and jump into the roadmap. And if I can maybe mention, a couple of things I think are interesting. I think I kind of I consolidate sort of our efforts into a couple of different areas. So I think developer experience, content creator experience, as well as kind of holistic team experience. And I think that we've got a lot going on all of those fronts, and so we want to make for just the best collaborative content management tool that can really supercharge your team. So just thinking along those lines, what can make for a more streamlined process between developers and content creators? How can you better communicate within your team to deliver great products to your customers? That's what we obsess over. And so I'm excited to continue to ship more features and also do more of these live webinars. This was a lot of fun. So I think we can probably wrap this one up and plan
Yeah.
for the next one.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm thinking that, this was great, and maybe next time we can even dive into some code, show off like the ease of the copy pasta developer with our dev tools and getting that code directly in there, and I think that would be great too. So I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. This was great.
Awesome. Well, I
All
think that's a
right,
wrap. Thank you, everyone.
let's
Thank you,
sign them
Stefan.
off. Yep.
See you guys
Thanks,
next
Tony.
time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.